Hello, thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos, and today we're looking at how to simplify expressions with distribution. So we're going to take distribution and we're going to simplify the expression. Let's begin with our first example. Okay, so we've talked about this distribution property in a previous video, so feel free to refer back to that video. But we're just going to distribute and then collect like terms. This is a combination of using the distributed property and then collecting like terms. It's two parts here. So let's do the distributed property on this first one first. Alright, so we're going to distribute that -8 times -3. We get a positive. Negative times a negative is a positive 24p, and then negative times a negative is a positive, and then 8 times 1 is 8. And then I just bring down this -8p. We only distribute to everything inside the parentheses. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is collect like terms. So if you look and see, you've got two like terms, 24p and -8p. Right? They both are multiplied against the variable, raised to the same exponent. Alright. Now, you combine those, different signs, find the difference. 24 minus 8 is 16p. Bring down to positive 8. Now let's take a look at this next problem. We've got -4n minus n, well 10 times -4n, -n, -5, and then a -3n on the outside here. So what we want to do is look inside the parentheses and make sure there's no like terms that we can collect and combine, and there is. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to take the -4n and -n and combine those together, and that's going to give me -5n here. Everything else I bring down. Since I still got something else in the parentheses, I haven't multiplied, I still have my parentheses here. So I've got -5n minus 5. Now I'm going to distribute that 10. 10 times -5n gives me -50n, and 10 times -5 gives me -50, and I bring down this -3n. Now I look to see that I still have like terms here, -50n and -3n. I combine those two, and I get -53n. Same sign, find the sum, and just bring down the -50, and that's my final answer. Alright, here's a couple more examples. You can go ahead and pause the video here and see if you get these right. Alright, so for 10p minus 4 times 8p minus 2, you should get -22p plus 8. You distribute the -4, -32p, -4 times -2 gives you positive 8. Combine the like term 10p and -32p to get -22p. Bring down your 8. Okay, for the next problem, we should get -14c minus 5. Okay, right here with the two c's, two negative c's, make sure you understand the two understood ones in front of them. So when you combine them, you get -2c. Then you distribute the 5, get -10c minus 5, bring down that -4c, and then combine the like terms of -10c and -4c to get -14c, and bring down the -5. Alright, now let's take a look at what do you have to do if you have two distributive situations here. Okay, so on this one, we're going to distribute the -4 and the -9, and then combine like terms. Okay, So that's what we're going to do. Alright, so we're going to distribute the negative 4 times 9m and the negative 4 times negative 5. And you get negative 36m. Negative times a negative here is going to be a positive. 4 times 5 is 20. Negative times a positive is a negative. 9 times 5 is 45m. Negative times a positive is a negative. 9 times 4 is 36. Now, I'm going to look for like terms. And now we got two sets of like terms. We got the negative 36m and the negative 45m. We combine those to get negative 81m. And you got the positive 20 plus a negative 36. You add those two together. Different signs, find the difference. Subtract. You get 16, and it's negative because the 36 is bigger. And that's my final answer. Now, on my next problem here, we've got a situation where you got two distributors here. One on the left here, one on the right side. But you got this 9q that's not inside the parentheses. So we're not going to multiply that 4 or the negative 10 against it. We're just going to work the other two and then combine like terms. So first I distribute the 4. 4 times negative p is negative 4p. Positive times a negative is negative. 4 times 1 is 4. Positive times a negative here gets you negative. 4 times 3 gets you 12q. Bring down the 9q. Now I'm going to distribute this negative 10. Negative times a positive is a negative. 10 times 6 is 60. And then negative times a positive is negative. 10 times 3 is 30. Alright, now I'm going to collect my like terms. I've got a negative 4p and a negative 30p, and I have three terms that are alike in the middle here. So I'm going to add them two at a time here. So I'm going to add the negative 12q and the positive 9q together first. I'm also going to add the negative 4p and the negative 30p. So the negative 30p and the negative 4p gives me negative 34p. The negative 12q and the positive 9q, when you add those, you get negative 3q. Different signs, find the difference. So you get negative 3q. And then we're going to bring out that negative 60q. Now I'm going to add these last two q's together. And I get negative 34p. I bring that down. Negative 3q and negative 60q is negative 63q. And that's my final answer. Alright. Go ahead and pause the video here and see if you can solve these two. Okay, so for the first answer, you should get negative 48f minus 23. We're going to distribute the 7. Then distribute the negative 2. We get negative 42f plus 7, negative 6f plus 16. Then collect the like terms. Negative 42f plus negative 6f gives you negative 48f. Positive 7 plus positive 16. Let's see. Actually, I have to go back and fix that. That's actually supposed to be a positive 23. So it's negative 48f plus 23. So the positive 7 and the positive 16 gives you a positive 23. Alright, for the next answer, you should have a 12f plus 57g. Okay, you go distribute the 6, distribute the negative 4, combine the like terms, 48f and negative 36f to get 12f. Took the first two of the g terms here, add those to get 69g, brought down the negative 12g, then combine the positive 69g and the negative 12g to get positive 57g and brought down to 12f. That's it. That is simplifying terms with distribution. I want to thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. Have a nice day.